you have a strict preference for phone calls, face-to-face chats over sending emails. How has
Yeah.
that communication style improved your relationship with tenants, as you were touching on?
I think phone calls and face-to-face conversations build trust faster,
Mm.
um, because people can, and they get engaged with you. When a tenant calls, about a 5-minute conversation that resolved, that it gets resolved in a 10-minute like 10-minute email conversation would, and you get that done in 5 minutes.
Mm.
And then you can ask follow-up questions as well, which is important. And you immediately sort of understand the real urgency behind the request, um, and provides solutions on the spot.
Is there an example where that communication sort of prevented an issue from escalating with a tenant at all?
I wouldn't say so. It hasn't. There's been a lot of times that it's prevented issues.
Mm-hmm.
But to give you, this is why I love communication. So I had, not long ago, had an email from a tenant to say about parking on site. We've got an
Mm-hmm.
issue with parking. Um, they needed more parking spaces. How can you help? So I went around, had a chat with them directly. And I said, you do realise we've got a building which is double the size of yours, a lot more parking, a big yard, that you can use. Have you looked into that? Did you want me to show you around? Grab the keys, took him on a tour. He went, oh, I'll speak to my bosses about this. In 2 weeks' time, they're moving into that building,
Excellent.
which just shows you having a communicator. That I wouldn't have probably got that. Not saying it's personally me, but they wouldn't be moving into a bigger unit with more parking that they want. Probably if I'd sent an email back saying, we haven't got parking, I can't help you.